Okay, guys, let's talk about demo trading. So, whenever you find a strategy that you think it works, people tend to say, no, if you don't trust my strategy, you can backtest it. The market conditions have changed. Yes, backtesting it in 1973, the strategy might have been working. 2003, it was working. But now, there's something that we called forward testing. So forward testing is when you use virtual money, also known as demo. You understand? Or paper trading. Paper trading is for TradingView. If you are using TradingView, TradingView allows you to trade the current market using its demo. It's like its own paper trading. It's called paper trading. So I want to speak on the importance of demo. People tend to say, no, I'm not crazy, I'll never use a demo. Me, in any demo you don't get to learn anything. That's not true. That's not true. Those people that tells you that demo you don't learn anything, it's because those are gamblers. Those are people who are usually selling things. Those are people who are usually not even profitable to start with. So the reason why I'm saying this is because for me, when I trade a demo, I know that I'm testing a strategy, I'm testing ideas on a live market. Not back then, because back then most of these things were working. Now the market is changing every day. So fine. Now let me tell you something about demo. Demo, if you're trading a demo, you are not actually trading that money. Trading is not about money, guys, honestly. Trading is about your skill, you being able to predict the price movement, to where it's gonna go, how it's gonna go, and to where it's gonna reach, how it's gonna reach, and how far down it's gonna go, and how far up it's gonna go. That is trading. So you know, one thing that somebody said to me, he said one day he wishes that they can remove the money part of trading, that whereby when you place a trade you can see if it's running 50, it's running 20 profit, you know, the current profit, loss, and what, so that people can now trade structures. People can now trade the market as it is, meaning that you analyze, you say, okay, I believe the market is going to go from here to this point before it goes. Then you do that. Then you watch it as it goes from there to there, and you're out. You understand? That is trading. When you start trading like that and you don't care about the money, you start making profit. The reason why people say demo you don't feel anything is because demo you can analyze, get the right direction, put the entry there, even forget about it. And that's how it should be. Forget about it up until it reaches that point. Then you go check it, like, oh, it reached my point. Fine. You write it down. You do it. Once you see that out of 100 trades, 90% of them you are getting correct, then that gives you the opportunity to now say, why don't I try doing this with the real money, since I believe that I can easily do this thing. So when we speak of 100 trades, I'm not speaking of you taking 100 trades in a day. That's crazy, that's insane, that's not trading, that's gambling. So that is the importance of demo. Using a demo, guys, helps you refine, sharpen your strategy, see if you really can predict the price, if your analysis really works. You understand?